He's an international DJ with a cult following, a trailblazing musician successfully marrying classical Indian music with modern electronica. Founder of London's Asian hotspot, the Anoka Club, Talvin Singh's created a revolution in the music scene and collaborated with some of the biggest names in music. Reporter Joe McKenna caught up with him in Adelaide.
Talvin Singh is one of the innovators. He made his name merging classical Hindu music with current electronica, spearheading a genre known as Asian underground.
I spent a little bit of time in India, and he captures some of the essence of India, the sounds and the rhythms of India.
Because it fuses perfectly in immediately, and that's Talvin Singh is one of the great exponents of that fusion, and I think that's where Talvin Singh really is great.
Born in East London to Indian parents, Talvin Singh began breakdancing and listening to punk rock as a child. But traditional music was always part of his life.
I come from a Sikh tradition, and in Hinduism and Sikhism, music is an integral kind of part of, the temple church system. There's music 24 hours. So I grew up with that on a spiritual level.
And he took up the Indian drum or tabla when he was only 5.
And I didn't even have an instrument, so I would just go into the kitchen and see what pots and pans sound good and just play.
As a teenager, the young musician went to India for the first time and studied the tabla with his guru, Pandit Lakshman Singh. But growing up on the streets of London, a mix of modern Asian sounds also contributed to his musical education.
I feel very, very blessed the fact that I've grown up in a pretty kind of global environment, growing up in London. To hear Turkish music on one street corner and then get in a mini cab, get in a taxi and hear traditional Sri Lankan music. London's like that. It's amazing.
It's lured some of the biggest names in the business too. Madonna, Massive Attack and Bjork have all collaborated with Talvin Singh. His latest show is more than just blending the sounds of East and West. It's also a visual feast, a multimedia presentation that draws on another Indian tradition.
The marriage between visual and sound is pretty special. And that's, again, something which, in the East is very fundamental. Like when you perform a rag, it has a particular scale which represents a particular mood. And the musicians have an imagination of that particular picture, which is passed on as an oral tradition from the guru.
To his fans, he may capture the essence of India, but Talvin Singh sees himself as a gypsy, at home with his music anywhere in the world.
Joe McKenna reporting, and that's today's program.